turn it over on downs. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking for room. It's Singleton. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I feel like the defense is just living rent-free inside the quarterback's head right now. Of course, they got the pick last drive, and they almost got a pick right now. Right now, they are fooling this quarterback with pre-snap and post-snap looks. This quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. They fake it, looking for a man. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He'll try to pop the draw. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Gets it to the back. Makes one man miss. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He wants to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the run. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page.
A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Release to the back. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up.
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
To the ground with the back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a great play call there, guys. I love it. Listen, they didn't get the first down, but this QB sneak on the very next play is going to get it, and this drive's going to keep going.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah,
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
He's looking to throw it. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think
he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
How about this defense? Great job by the defense forcing the turnover. You've already got a lead. Now you get the ball right back to your offense right before the half. Big-time momentum swing.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Allard. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Snagged in the middle, it's Warren. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's looking deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to move it through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the...
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they'll knock him down. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space.
And he throws another interception. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Back to pass, it's Howard. Going for it all. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Heaves it on the run. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute it. What do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on that time, made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Handoff to the lone back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
We'll see if they can dial up one that works this time on 2nd down from the 14. Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Trying to get to it. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now, the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended.
Now, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. The ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the...